you for stopping by. My name is Edshara, and today I'm going to be doing the books I'll probably never read tag. Now, I have seen a few different people do this tag recently. However, I first saw Mary Ellen from Portraits of Me do it on her channel, and this tag was originally created by Little Spider 9, so I will leave both of the links to their videos in my description box below, as well as the questions. And there are 5 questions in this tag. I have them written down, so let's go ahead and get started. So question 1 is a really hyped book you are not interested in reading. And for me, this is going to have to be A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I know this is a really popular book here on BookTube. However, I've read the synopsis and it wasn't something that jumped out at me and struck me as, okay, I need to read this right now. Also, I've heard so many different people talk about it, and while nobody has come right out and spoiled it, you hear little bits here and little bits there. And so I don't really think I would have the same kind of experience reading it for the first time as someone who read it when it first came out or who read it before it became really popular. So for right now, I'm just not interested in reading that book. Question 2, a series you won't start or won't finish. I'm going to go with a series that I won't finish, and that's going to be The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. Now, I've read both book 1 and book 2, and I gave Cinder 2 stars and I gave Scarlet 3 stars. I really wanted to like this series, but I just couldn't get into it. I wasn't enjoying reading it, and I felt like I was forcing myself to kind of get through it, you know, because it is a very popular series here on BookTube. But in the end, it's just not interesting enough for me to want to continue it. Question 3, a classic you are not interested in reading. For this one, I'm going to choose Victor Hugo's Les Miserables. Now, I love the most recent movie adaptation for this book. I saw it in theaters. I have the DVD and I've watched it a couple of times since I bought it. I own a couple of the songs on my phone. My problem is the book is well over 1,000 pages, and that is a big commitment to sit down and say, okay, I'm going to try to read this. And I can't wrap my head around that. And I'm sure that if I could, I would probably really enjoy it. But I don't have a desire to read it. I would love to own a copy for my shelves. But again, no desire to try to read a book that big. Question 4, any genres you never read. Now, for this one, I'm going to say adult horror. I do know that I have a couple of books on my Goodreads TBR that I think some people have classified as horror that I think I might want to read. But as a general rule, I stay away from horror. I've never liked horror movies, horror books. It's all a big no for me. I don't like to be scared. I have a tendency to be a little jumpy, and it's a no for me, y'all. Just a no. No. And question 5 is a book on your shelf that you'll probably never actually read. And for me, that is going to be The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, or Byrne, however you pronounce her last name. I do not know. This is a book about the law of attraction, and it uses literature, philosophy, and the Bible, as well as quotes from a lot of different people to support the idea that as one thinks, so it shall be, or something to that effect. It's just not something that I'm interested in. I'm sure that this book is great for a lot of other people, but for me, it's just not something that I want to read. The only reason I have it is because it was a gift from someone who thought that I could use it or I would be interested in it. This one will probably be unhauled in the future, but for now it's just taking up space on my shelf. And that was the books I'll probably never read tag. I am not going to formally tag anyone, but if you watch this and you think you want to do it, consider yourself tagged. I really had fun with this one. And I love watching everybody else's videos and seeing what other people's answers are. So If you do it, let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, guys, God bless. Bye. And I'll just be like, nope, not this girl over here. No, 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 no.